I'm going to do a little bit of climbing with the Unicender on a wide variety of ropes, and I'll use it in both SRT mode and double moving rope. Before I do, quick explanation on the Unicender. It's a beautiful tool. I get some questions about which is best, and there's no answer to that except that for the individual. But let me explain something about the Unicender. It works by having these clutches or these plates that move side by side like that. And notice when they're moving like that, you can see this, when they're moving like that, that's when they're wide open. That channel is nice and wide open. When you start to move them this way, you can see that it starts to clamp down on the rope. And that's where it's a rope grab. It'll grab the rope on your way up. Each time it opens up and then it closes. When you're tending this, going straight up the rope, those are going to be wide open like that. When you're in the compression mode, they're going to be, it won't be completely wide open, but it'll be mostly open with very little resistance, but enough resistance that if it starts to slide down the rope, it's going to grab the rope. So that's how it works. It's so easy to put on the rope. There are no parts to get dropped or lost. There's no adjustments to be made. It just simply works. When you're tending it this way, there's just practically no resistance going up and down the rope. But you do need to have a brake hand on the Unicender. If you let go, then at some point that's going to come off and the Unicender will engage. It depends on how much weight is on that rope. If I'm going up the rope and I put it in this compressed mode, and now it takes, say, 15 pounds of pull down here to keep me from going down the rope. If I have 15 pounds of rope hanging underneath me, say I'm climbing a 200-foot tree, if I have 15 or 200 feet of rope and I let go, it still has the 15 pounds, so there'll be little effect. In fact, if you get really high in a tree, there may be a point where you have to feed the line into that to get it to let go. So there is that variable, and you need to have a brake hand on the tail of the rope in order for it to function. All right, I don't remember the names of all these ropes, but I think this is Velocity. It's a very fat, supple rope. You can already see that it has a little more resistance going up, and it's going to have a lot more resistance and everything coming down. So it's kind of a fat, supple rope. And not a lot of resistance on the hand. If I tuck this in there, even less. Okay, this is, I think, Dragonfly. Practically no resistance going up, but still not bad there. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of doubled moving rope. Both anchors are in my possession. I've used a stevedore. Typically you'd probably tie an anchor knot, but I'm trying to do a whole bunch of these. I'm comfortable with a stevedore, plus it kind of keeps everything separated nicely. But the whole point is I'm going to go up, do the compressed mode in doubled moving rope and see how it works. So we'll go up, and you know, of course you don't have to tend these. Oh yeah, that's nice. I mean, that that works really well. So that's it with an anchor knot. That's very secure. I don't know if it's any more secure than a stevedore. And if you ever really put some pressure on that, it's going to be hard to get that anchor knot off, whereas the stevedore just... Anyway. Alright, I've done pretty much the largest to the smallest, and I don't have any doubts that the rest of these would have similar results. So proportional, non-controllable friction, and then this is the controllable friction. Every device has it. This has a spring because there's a little bit of tension in how it squeezes on that rope. That is the basic concept of a good climbing system.